just one more thing. We'd like to end today's presentation with one final video for you all.
Yeah, you
Thank
better.
you for tuning in.
Short one. It is. We are 11 minutes in. This better be video game related. Dude, it is. Is it Johto stuff? Question mark. Okay, what's okay? Pokemon times. Yeah. Oh, this is like the one. Okay, Game Freak, here we go. This is the game. Come on, baby. What do you got? Oh, it's Legends. Is it Legends? Urban redevelopment. Unova? Coexistence between people and Pokemon. What is this? Ooh! Those are Unova Pokemon. Unova. Oh, no! No! Wait! That's not Unova. Kalos! Did they skip Unova in the remix? Oh my god. This is Kalos. This is Kalos. Are they remaking Kalos? They're gonna skip Gen 5? No way! That's Kalos. Sorry. That's Lumio City. Yeah. Wait, Oh my god, Pokemon Legends Z. ZA? A like AZ? Mega Evolution's back. Oh my god. All right, that looked like Legends initially. I think that's the end. So let's just rewatch this part right here. It looked like Legends initially. Can we rewatch it? They're gonna let me? Yeah. So it looked like Legends initially, just in like the paper designing, like sort of what they did when they released the first announcement of Arceus. It was like notebook drawings and stuff, but I think it's like a future. They're doing some sort of time thing again, but it almost looks like a lot of this takes place maybe in like a Pokemon Legends future version of what a Pokemon. This is so weird because it's also like a third installment, right? Like we were waiting for Pokemon Z after X and Y came out, and then it never did. And it looks like they're also tying in lore with what was his? It was AZ, right? The super tall dude who was tall for no reason and also was like the king or something, but he wore a beanie, and it was like, how does all this make sense? It's really cool. It's not at all what people were expecting. People were saying it was going to be some sort of like, maybe like a Let's Go Johto or a Black and White remake. It's not any of those things. They skipped Black and White. They skipped Johto in the Legends, series. This all looks futuristic. Like, it makes me think that it's like going to be like a future versions of like a Pokemon Legends. It could be both. We could be going back and forth or something. It wouldn't make sense with AZ because he's like 1,000 years old or something, right? What's the meme? It's been 400 years. What is it? Urban redevelopment plan. This little symbol right here looks like the Mega Evolution symbol. Now they do the we know the Mega Evolution's involved in this somehow. Maybe it's not future. Maybe it's like before Lumio City existed, and so it's like the development of Lumio City in the first place, not like a redevelopment. All of that like futuristic design stuff made me think that it was like futuristic. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just like before Lumio City existed. It's weird to put the Legends tag on it with all of that sort of futuristic imagery because of how opposite it was for Legends Arceus, is my thing. It's been 3,000 years. Thank you, Loop. Yeah, this is really interesting, gang. Z to A. Maybe, yeah, is it... what is this even called, right? Pokemon Legends Z to A? Because that dude's name is AZ, right? And so maybe it's going backwards? I don't even know... Releasing simultaneously worldwide in 2025, too. So this is not even something that's going to come out this year. This is probably like around this time next year is when whatever this game is going to come out. Looks like it's going back to when Lumiose was founded, maybe. Yeah, Z-A. Very bizarrely formatted logo. The way that it appears and animates on makes me think that that's how we're supposed to read it. So I kind of think that Jamie was right. Pokemon Z2A. Definitely, obviously, related to Zygarde. These little petals, I don't know what this symbolizes in the texture of the A logo. This is so not what we were expecting. This is crazy. I really was like prepared to be like, okay, Legends Unova or Black and White 3 or whatever the next thing was going to be. Gen 10 maybe. This is wildly unexpected. People thought there would be like a Legends Curem game. People thought there might be, you know, they just thought that would go in sequential order, but Pokemon was like, we don't care, okay? And what's interesting is putting Mega Evolution into a Legends game, it means that you don't have to sort of... you don't have to mess with balancing Mega Evolution with the current VGC format if they just want to bring back and revive sort of the hype around Mega Evolutions and then say... actually, we're not going to like muddy the waters here with any of the new mechanics yet. It's just going to be its standalone game with Mega Evolution. And then here's this other game that still has Terra. It's so weird. I'll watch it one more time because it is a really quick trailer, but just not what I was expecting at all. It seems 2 games. That's why it's written releasing simultaneously. No, I think simultaneously meant like different localizations of it across the world. You could be right though. Maybe that is what simultaneously means. Z and A. If they split the Legends games, I'm like, dude, how much money do you need? Faceless Pikachu form confirmed. I can't believe we're looking at Gen 6 Pokemon. It's so crazy. Gen 5 absolutely got buried here. No new Pokemon really being shown. I'm sure there will be new forms, you know, of old Pokemon and stuff like that. Branch evolutions, whatever else. I like that they do a whole reveal of this fake language word. They like rip it off. It's like, oh my God, they were hiding it from us. You could have just shown us this. I don't know what that means. It's ultimately a really vague trailer. The green pattern of A has to be a new legendary, right? I mean, honestly, maybe there's some sort of new, maybe that's why we don't really recognize it, is because that's going to be a new thing. Odd choice in music too in the beginning part. I agree, Martez. Not anything I've ever heard of. The opening is reversed audio. People will have it flipped by noon. Honestly, maybe. I mean, there's probably already a ton of stuff out there. Zygarde 200%. Honestly, probably a different form of Zygarde is maybe a really good call there, Jamie. Pokemon Z through A. Please have Scovillain and give it a Mega. I wouldn't hold your breath there, Onyx. Are you even a true Poke YouTuber if you can't read that? Hey. I mean, yeah, you know what? I didn't want to spoil it for you guys. I can read all of the unknown languages and also this other new fake language that they're including. Yeah, interesting. All right, well, hey, that is the Pokemon Presents, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. There's lots of speculation out there already, I'm sure. My guess is... I don't know what my guess is. I don't think there's any, like, what's to guess, right? I think there's going to be lore involving Zygarde. There's going to be lore involving AZ, which I think is a good thing, because what was that guy? Never really explained. They never even officially distributed that special Floette or whatever, so probably involving that. There's a lot of like past lore involving X and Y that they just sort of like kicked it out the door and said, we're actually going to do Sun and Moon now and not elaborate. So looks like they're going back and doing that. I'm surprised they're doing it now. And I think my hope, and I'm not gonna hold my breath on this. I would love a Legends game. My biggest criticism of Legends Arceus, which is one of my favorite Pokemon games, is that it's really hard to replay. And the reason it's really hard to replay, and the reason why there's sort of a cap on the amount of time that I spent playing that game, is because there aren't a ton of trainer battles, meaning it doesn't totally matter what team you build, because the replayability doesn't really matter when you're just catching new Pokemon and not really building a new team to take on certain bosses and stuff like that. Like, all of the bosses in that game are sort of like a not an FPS, but you know what I mean. Like, it's all like an action game in that situation. A couple of boss battles at the end that are actually like trainer battles, but not enough to make it replayable for me. And then also there wasn't an online component. So if I have two things I would ask for in another Legends game, which is what we're getting here, I want more trainer battles to make it more worthwhile for people to replay the game and make it fun to replay the game, because Legends was like one of the most fun first playthroughs of any Pokemon game I've maybe ever played. And then after that, I tried to replay it and I was like, this is boring. It's not as fun. It's not as exciting to find where new Pokemon are and see where they are and all that stuff, right? And then two, I'd love to see online connectivity so you can battle against other people. I think that vastly extends the lifespan of a game. Even if it's like a bad battle scene, kind of like the Let's Go games were, you could technically battle against people. And there was a small competitive scene for like a couple of months. That was still fun to me, and I would prefer that over nothing at all, like Legends Arceus said. So, yeah, that's kind of my my thing. I don't know if they showed the gameplay from the first trailer last time. I'm actually thinking that maybe they didn't. But I know that the first gameplay trailer, while exciting to a lot of people for what they were trying for the first time, was also ripped to shreds for its performance. Maybe they were trying to avoid that this time. And obviously there's a whole new element with Pal World out, and now people are obviously looking with a much more focused lens on the Pokemon Company and what the performance of the next game looks like. So we'll see. Wolf is panicking about Mega Incineroar currently. Mega Incineroar. Incineroar is from Unova. Incineroar is from Alola. I don't think he has to worry about them. Okay. Well, I think that's all I got for you, gang. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in today. Have fun speculating. You will obviously see me on the channel talking more about this. later this week and whatnot and everything else. But yeah, that's all we have here for this initial sort of impressions. Not what I was expecting. I'll keep saying it. But thank you all for being here. But I will see you all next week for a live stream, and I'll see you in videos and chats and whatnot. Cool. See you later, everybody. Thank you for watching.